Alright, it is early August 1862. A lot of stuff happened this turn. Try to make this as quick as possible. So down here, his division here looks a little lighter. As far as power number, I think it's because he's got a penalty there. I noticed that this is besieged by Indians, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But, hey, hopefully, I guess these guys are on my side. Still confident this division can hold out. I got all my brigades that I was forming down here. They're ready to go. And I got my new commander coming up here. He's going to come up and join here. There was a battle here. Let me see if I can find it. New Mexico lost 215 men. He lost 830. He's still got a unit in here, but I should take it next turn. His cavalry unit fell back. I think he went back in here with this division. Once I get Taliaferro up here, it's going to take two turns, 16 days. I'm going to consolidate these forces, and then I'm going to try and make a flanking movement around here. And he'll either have to follow me or fall back. I don't think he has the troops back here to stop me, although I still don't really know what he's got in here. He's got a militia unit there. That cav unit that was engaged up there is back here. Kind of weak right now, so I'm just going to leave him here for now. Then I may kind of go scout over here a little bit. Northern Arkansas, Missouri, nothing's happened. I'm going to leave these cav guys here for now, mainly because they're like really low cohesion and they're really not in any condition to do too much. I am moving my Indians out. I'm going to start moving them more east. I'm going to burn this eventually, this little Indian village here. I'm probably going to burn these two. This one too, probably. And that way he has to hit me here. He really can't come around. It is early August. I think in a month, well, I'll probably wait till November. I'm going to pull at least one division out of here. And then after the winter, I'm going to burn this depot and move the other division down here and just kind of set up shop. That's the plan for now. Things could definitely change. We'll see. I'm moving some of these militia units over. I did get Taylor this turn. He's that general that can train up troops. And for now, this is going to be my area of operation. Down here in Mississippi, I'm going to bring all my troops that need to be trained up, train them up, ship them out. It kind of sucks, you get him late in the game. He's your only training. Well, you get that Cooper early in the game, but he only lasts for like 3 turns. But it sucks that this guy formed right here because it takes another turn to get him somewhere to start training up troops. He can't just be in a place. And I don't think they can train up troops while they're on the move either. So that is what it is. So up here in Tennessee, a lot going on. Let me see if I can find the battles. Braves, Kentucky. It's just a cav battle. I lost 30. He lost 184. I think that was right here. Yeah, it was right there. So it's a nice little win there. Warren, Kentucky. Now, I was really disappointed in this. I lost this, and not only did I lose it, I lost it pretty badly. I lost 2,000 more men than him, and I had better commanders. I mean, well, Hoke's not that. Well, Hoke's, I mean, he's decent. He's a 4.22, and I got Bedford Forrest, who's a 6.62. I know the Forney's a 4.42, so I mean, I don't understand why this happened. He really wasn't entrenched that well. I should have won this battle. At the very least, it should have kind of been even on casualties, so I'm very disappointed in that. I'm pretty much going to have to abandon Kentucky. There's not really much I can do. He's got a big fort. He's got at least almost the same amount of troops as I have here. Plus he's well entrenched here. I'm not pushing him out of Nashville. I debated with the idea of trying to, um, you know, attack here, but it's just not worth it. I have to have these troops. I don't really expect to win out here. I just want to delay, 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 and I'm gonna have to win in the East if I'm gonna win this game, especially by morale. Uh, where's another battle out here? Huh. I thought there was a battle right here. I guess not. He did have a unit here. I'm not sure where it went. I did take Fort Henry back. I see he moved a division here. I think it was out of here. I'm pushing up Walker up here. I'll probably just tear the rail lines up, and if he has nothing here, I may move something in there. I doubt it though. He could probably easily reinforce from St. Louis over here. So gonna have to keep an eye on him. That's another reason why I'll probably pull that division out from Missouri soon, so I can get him over to Memphis, assuming he hasn't taken it yet. I'm just kind of, and remember this little army here of Johnson is just made up of volunteers and that elite cavalry, a few artillery pieces. So it's not much of anything. I'm railing him here. Just he's already entrenched pretty good right here. So if he attacks me, I feel fairly confident that I'll do okay. I'm fairly confident I can get there before him. Take me 2 turns here. Got some units here. I actually may rail one up here and kind of join this division. I should do that. I'm probably going to change that before I send the turn. He's cutting up rail lines down here. Now the thing is, I remember the first game. I pick on Tim for this. I call it the first real game because he's like, all right, this is the first real game because we did a couple of just trial runs with the game before. I did win as the CSA, and in that game, I'd say 80% of the casualties were in Tennessee. It's kind of like in this area right here. A lot of it was over here at Memphis. I kind of had a defense here. I believe he ended up losing over here. Like I had a defense here as well, and he had Grant kind of in one of these regions and came over and attacked me, and it was just game over for him. I just decimated his army. I think I won by morale. Yeah, I did win by morale. So if he kind of remembers that game, he's kind of smart to do the cutting up the rail lines here, except it doesn't. It's not really going to matter because I don't plan on really reinforcing this area, except for like my guys out in Arkansas or Walker here, and I don't plan on holding Memphis either. It may be gone by the end of this year. I don't know. And like I said, that one game I played at CSA, the first game, I was railing people around like crazy, like from up in this area over to this area. And it seemed like I was able to get like a division or 2 in the right place right at the right time, right before he attacked. So he's probably thinking that. I'm still going to try to get these guys out of here. It's always good to have free rail to go where you want. Otherwise, anything from this area would have to go all the way down through Alabama, come up through Mississippi. But again, like I said, I don't plan on really reinforcing at least reinforcing this area. Like I may pull these guys out, but then again, if he takes Memphis, the little force I have is going to go down south here, probably to Vicksburg and Jackson, Mississippi, because again, I have to hold New Orleans because it's my big money maker. That being said, Dick's pushed out. He's actually a pretty good commander. He must have leveled up from these 2 big battles he won, so maybe that's why I lost. He wasn't that great of a commander, I don't believe, but now he's got great stats of 543. I remember I had that volunteer unit, which is this guy right here. So I kind of just joined his division with this other defeated corps here, and I'm just pulling back. I just got to cut my losses. I'm going to lose that unit in here. It's fine. Unless he doesn't take it this turn, then maybe I can retreat out. I don't know. But, you know, you just got to cut your losses and move out. I was debating moving this corps over and maybe attacking, but, you know, he's got the rail lines here. It just, plus I'm kind of hurting on supply. You know, my closest supply is right here, which I won't get any then, and then Chattanooga. So I think I'm just going to be hurting, plus winter's coming up, so I'm just pulling back. I'll just have to evaluate. I might pull back behind these two rivers here. I don't know. I may try to hold Murfreesboro as well. We'll see. But pretty soon I'm going to have to build a depot. If I do, it'll be here at Winchester. Because I can't just keep railing. But I could, but you know, eventually he might cut my rail line somewhere, and then my troops might starve. So there's that. Let's see. So over in Virginia, you know, I mean, I did have one good thing that happened this turn. I did take Alexandria here. However, let's see which battle it is. And there was also a battle, I'll scroll down here, where that fort was, and he pushed me out. Like, I don't know how, but he pushed me out. Now, I've already kind of put different divisions in places here, so this isn't the way it looked when I got the turn. But it was the Battle of Stockade up here in Maryland. I lost 6627. He lost 7539. I'm not sure how he won. You know, and it's also kind of weird at the start of the battle. Let's pull it up here. It will work. At the start of the battle, you know, I got the same amount of divisions he has. I was entrenched a little bit, had some artillery. But go to round one. Only had 3, he had 4. I think I should have inflicted more casualties. I'm not sure what happened there. And then round 2, you know, I had the full force here, so I don't really know why I lost that. You know, I had enough ammunition. Maybe it's due to super low cohesion. I don't know. I lost that battle technically, but I kind of went on casualties, but I lost the ground too. So here's this battle for Alexandria. One of them, he lost, I guess, all the units here. 1,291. I lost 581. And the other battle of Alexandria, I lost quite a bit of men. I shouldn't have lost that much, especially when it was breached and there was no defensive. I just did all around bad on this turn. I mean, even though I did take it, but then again, like these troops in here, like he doesn't get until like I think 64, 65, so they weren't really gonna contend with me in the first place. So me losing this much is just kind of good for him in a way. You know, I did take it. Of course, this is kind of forcing me to kind of play defense more out west because I don't know what's going to happen here. You know, this could turn into a game that goes into 65 now. I don't know. I am going to stay on the attack. I've got my beat up units I put into Longstreet's corps, and he's just going to stay put right here. And I've got a lot, my best divisions, or at least that have the most cohesion. I think I got to keep the initiative if I can, so I'm going to kind of push up here, take Leesburg, and take Frederick here. And then I'll kind of have to evaluate what I'm going to do after that. I'm probably going to let him rest here for a turn, break off a division, and go take Harper's Ferry. And of course, I've got a corps, kind of a fresh corps down here moving up. He did move this guy down here. I don't know if he'll take the city next turn. Hopefully he can't burn the depot. he should be there in about 5 days, and should land here in Alexandria. I got the deep recon card played here and the cavalry screen here, so hopefully when Jackson moves up here, maybe he thinks I'm going to come up this way, which I am, but I'm keeping these guys here, and I think the next turn, if Jackson's here, and I've got these Rangers here and Rangers here, one's going here, one's going here, hopefully I can cut the rail lines, so I'll be poised to attack him the next turn and kind of get this area back here. I got to keep up the initiative. Now, this really sucks. In one of these turns, if you'll remember, I had those good commanders, and I was bringing them up here to join with Lee, and I just had Lee in a stack by himself with that balloon. Well, the balloon's gone. All these guys are injured for like 4 or 5 turns. My mic went out there. I got all these guys sitting here, like AP Hills, wounded here in Alexandria, 5 turns. Lee's wounded here in Manassas, 5 turns. I got Jeb Stewart, John Bell Hood, both here. He's 4 turns. Jeb's 4 turns. I lost. Oh, and Holmes, Corps Commander, he's down here too. I don't know what happened that turn. I thought commanders with a balloon unit, because a balloon unit's like a support unit, would not take damage until they're the only thing left in the area. So my balloon's gone too. Plus I don't think this had anything to do with it, because he was a commander in the Corps. I lost Loring, which was a commander. I think he had my artillery, and I just replaced my artillery with Anderson here. So that wasn't a good turn. I've lost all these good commanders for at least 4 or 5 turns, and it's really 5 or 6 turns because I have to move them to wherever I'm going to form a division with them and make a division. That's not good at all. I'm not sure what happened there. Like, I do think I had them on office and posture, but I think it was to kind of just join with the army. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe somebody in chat can tell me that. Maybe he's supposed to be on green, evade combat. I don't know, but I lost the balloon. I kind of got this picture in my head with like Lee and Hood and Stewart and AP Hill all going towards the Union line just in a balloon, and they got shot down. That's basically what happened here. So that's not good. I mean, the good thing is, though, is Lee is still alive, so these corps are still intact. And I think if he's attacked, like, he's just unfixed and he'll move to another region. The good thing with Lee is he has such a big radius that, corps are still together even though they're all over the place. Yeah, so hopefully I don't lose Lee. That would break up these corps, and then they wouldn't fight together, and that would not be good. Plus, I don't have any other corps commander up here. I mean, technically I could put all these units into 2 corps. I do have Smith coming up, and I could make one of these guys an army commander, but it would take a turn or 2. I guess at the end of the day, Johnson, I could make him the army commander, but hopefully this doesn't bite me, because if the corps don't fight together, then that's not good. That's pretty much it. Like I said, I'm just trying to stay aggressive here in the East, because I think that's my only chance to win now, because I didn't do well out in Tennessee. If I would have done a lot better in Tennessee, I probably would have been still doing this stuff up here, but things would look a lot better. So we'll run the turn, see what happens, and I'll go start working on the other turn. Thanks. Alright, it is late August 1862. If I kind of talk soft today, is because I'm kind of under the weather. So I'm going to try to talk as softly as possible because my throat kind of hurts. A little bit went on. I So out in New Mexico, I destroyed that unit he had in the city. I've taken it back. I'm going to consolidate these guys, and then I'll be splitting them up to do my flanking movement around here, or at least that's the plan. Got a guy coming over here scouting. The next, there were 3 small battles. That was one of them. I won this small skirmish here. Not really sure what he's besieging because there's no town here, so I guess you can besiege a harbor. Go figure. I didn't know that. I really have no plans to go up in here now. So I'm destroying this city. We'll come back here, destroy this city and this fort, and I'll be destroying everything coming down here as well. These here, this fort here, maybe even these cities here. And again, in the winter, I'll probably pull one of these divisions back, and if he moves on me, I'll just pull out and come back to Fort Smith. I may pull both of them back, we'll see. No battles happened out here. I'm trying to burn this depot here, cut these rail lines here, move him back. He does have another couple of divisions here. Well, looks like one almost full and one not. He's still got this force here. I imagine he might try to move on it soon, or he may just come down here. I don't know, because he'll have the supply line running through, so he'll probably be fine if he just slips around me. If not, if he does, I'll just move my units down this way. Got some guys chasing his guys, rebuilding rails and whatnot. I still can't find myself to pull this division out that I've got here. You know, New Orleans is just really important for my money supply, and you know, he could send some ships down there and land there. Who knows? My trained up guy, I've decided to put him in Richmond actually, so he should be over there one turn. I'm railing these guys over there, so they're just going to train up over there, and I'll send them out where I can. Out here, I want to send one of these divisions over to Richmond because I kind of need it, but I think I'm going to have to wait one more turn. I'm going to wait one more turn so I can, if you'll see here, if it'll pull it up. My fleet here is really low on cohesion and everything, so I just want to give it one more turn, and then I'm going to try to get it out of there. It may get destroyed, but you know, it is what it is. I can't do anything about it. And then once next turn, I'll move him out, and then I'm gonna pull Forney down here, and then that way I can siphon off a division to go to Virginia, because winter's coming up. I'm pretty sure he's not going to get down here by that time. And out in Virginia, there was a battle. I had to do a lot of thinking on this next turn here. So apparently he tried to move to Leesburg, and I was moving my guy in as well, but apparently he got there before me. So I was on the attack. I had my guy on assault posture. You know, I was going to take this city and that one. And then if you'll remember, I was going to take a division out and then go take Harper's Ferry. But there was a battle there. I did win it. I did push him out, but I took more casualties, so I'm not really happy about that. So if you'll bring it up here, I lost 6,718. He lost 5,141. Looks like he has about 65,000 troops, and I've got 98. So now I've got about 91, and he's got about 60. Now, that being said, whatever's here didn't engage in the battle, so from everything I can see, you know, I do have a numbers advantage on him right now, which makes me think he might have something up the coastline ready to come down on the ship. And my kind of fear is right now is he's going to come to Richmond, which if he's got, I might be able to hold off one division, but if he's got like a corps coming down here, I don't think I'd be able to pull that off. So I'm just going to try to hope that he doesn't have it right now, and that, you know, I mean, he does have his best commanders out west. I just don't. He's got to have more numbers somewhere, because, you know, on the entire battlefield, like, it doesn't seem like he's got that many more troops. But I guess it's a chance I'm just going to take. I would not be surprised next turn if something's landed here in Richmond. But if it does, then he'll retreat into the city, and then they'll probably take it the next turn. That being said, hopefully that doesn't happen. He did cut up the rails here, so if that did happen, I wouldn't be able to get down there in one turn, I don't think. I might be able to get in Longstreet here and move down the rail. I don't know. So I got Johnson here with my defense, and most of this is just cavalry. I don't really have any infantry here. I got one sharpshooter regiment. I got the 2 militia units building up just so that trainer will have something to train up next turn. I do have a cavalry unit moving out to get rid of this guy. This cavalry unit here is coming over to Manassas. I'm gonna put him on attack as well. If he runs into a corps, like, Kearney could very well try to go south here, I don't know. Or he might try to come to this region right here and then take Manassas. We'll see. This unit might get destroyed, but hopefully not. So I ended up taking these 2 cities. I'm not sure how I didn't engage with this guy. And I'm really not sure why I can't see a power number here, unless he's just a commander that says he's a division, but there's nothing in there. I took these 2 cities. He's got a corps cut off here. So I basically have 4 options. My troops, especially Jackson's corps, is really low on cohesion. Like, a lot of his units here are not even functioning. Like, if you was to click on, let's just take this guy in Dole's division, it says he's low. If you look at the combat power here, low. Some of them just say non-existent. Like, his cohesion's 2 out of 98. So I wouldn't consider him an effective fighting force here. I am doing scorched earth here. Now, again, this is a game, so, I mean, you have to use the tools you have to win it. If you try to, like, not burn cities and stuff like that, you know, you can do that and feel good about yourself, but, you know, it's not going to help you win the game. I was debating with the idea. I don't know what he's going to do with Kearney here. He could just leave him here in Harper's Ferry, but based off the numbers I'm seeing, he has a pretty decent corps here, but he has McDowell here who doesn't have much. Like, one of those 700 power stacks is here in DC. Looks like under Butterfield. I'm not sure if that's just a division of his. I don't know. But even so, he'd have 2 divisions here at the most. This guy doesn't have much here. So he's got 2 divisions, 4 divisions here, and 4 divisions here. Now, I've got 3 corps. This corps is in pretty good shape. Longstreet, you know, needs to rest up and get some cohesion. and Jackson's kind of in a poor state right now. I was thinking about just attacking with Jackson, moving this core up here, but being it's across a river, and like I said, I don't know if he's linked up with McDowell here. I would assume he is. Um, and I could totally be doing the wrong thing here. But I've decided to try to take Harper's Ferry. He's got an isolated core here. I need to regain cohesion. I feel like if I went in all right here, if it didn't work out, that might be game over for me. He'd have a fold up core here, could just come in behind me. I'd have a lot of weak core right here. Probably, I don't know. I've thought a lot about it. I might be making the wrong decision. It's kind of a 50-50 toying cost. One of the other, one of the options is just leave everybody where they are for a turn and just let them regain cohesion. One option I had was I could make it to York up here in one turn, and I could probably destroy McClellan because all he's doing is training up troops here. He's got a lot. He's um, pumping out to get more troops, but I feel like if I got him over there, I think he'd win, but because I'd have to go all out attack because he'd have to go through two regions. I go through this one and this one because you'd want to take this. um, and that could just spell disaster. And if he gets caught out there with no support, then I don't know if I could get him back. Kearney has a few options. He could go south, which, you know, he might do that. He might try to sweep around and take Manassas. If he does, you know, I'm going to just pursue him, probably. And he's got the option of moving down this rail line here. I don't think he's going to take that option because if he tries to get back around, like come up and over and back down, that'd probably take him 2, 3, or 4 turns, especially if I can bust up the rails here, which I'm planning on doing in both of these regions if these guys, if it works out. One of the things I would think he might try to do is just trying to come up into this region up here. He might think I have no reason to go up this way and may try to just get on that rail line, come over, and he'll be back with his guys. If these guys can break up the rail lines here, to take him at least 2 turns. So what I've decided to do is I've scorched earth this area, hoping it regains my cohesion with Jackson. I would hope he won't be able to get there before 7 days. So I'm moving Jackson into here. Now, he still has military control here, so theoretically he could rail right through here. But it would take me 7 days to get out, and it's like only takes 1 day to get from region to region, so I wouldn't be out of here if he tries to rail through. So he'd run into me. So I don't think he's going to do that. If he just sits there one turn and I'm up there, he could rail over then. So that's why I got him attacking him. I even have Longstreet coming over here. It's going to take him 6 days. I've got him railing. It'll take him 8 days. And that way, once he attacks, he should have 2 corps in support. Not immediate support, but they should join the battle, hopefully. Plus, he's got numbers on him as well. I feel like if I could get Harper's Ferry, you know, some of these guys are not low on ammunition, but they're kind of losing it, and I don't see a lot in my depots here. So it's not pushing up ammo to keep up with all these battles we're doing. Yeah, I got some in Richmond, some here at Fredericksburg. Got a little bit here, but I don't have any in Manassas. I don't have any in Alexandria here. So I just feel like Harper's Ferry, I feel like this would be just a lower risk to take this right now while I'm at low cohesion. I may change my mind before I send the turnover. I don't know. I just feel like maybe I should attack here, but you know, he's got a pretty good core here. a little bit entrenched across a river. Plus, he has a division in here too. Um, I think it's a division which he could just pull out and add to this core, and then it'd be a really strong core. Plus, I'm pretty sure he's joined up with McDowell, so he'd join in. This is probably a big mistake, but I think I'm going to stick with this route because even if I do this, I don't foresee him going this way. If he goes this way, any way he goes, he's still going to be isolated, I think, unless he can get to this region before Jackson can and get over there in a couple of turns. But say I take Harper's Ferry and he just gets away and there's no battle. Well, I have it. I still have rail access here, and then I could just move on this the next turn. Longstreet's going to go up here, so there's pretty much nothing going to be nothing here in Alexandria. That's kind of a risk too, but I don't think he's going to move down here. But the next turn I can just rail him right back, and he should be fine. Yeah, that being said, I mean, it's really tempting to try to just take this core up here and just destroy McClellan, wipe out all these units. But even if I did that, these guys be a lot better fighting force by then, and then I'd be cut off from the rest of my army, and it just wouldn't work, I don't think. That's I guess that's it. I've put all my money and conscripts into replacements. I do have a surplus of money right now because last turn you could do war bonds and taxes, so I did that. I'm not sure. I'm sick, so you'll have to forgive me. I think maybe this turn he took Bowling Green, so that unit I had in there just surrendered. He got a morale point for it, so I'm not happy about that. So Kentucky's pretty much done. I'm not getting back up there. I'm not going to get any units from out there, but it looks like with this game, I wouldn't need those units anyway. I'm going to be sitting here with replacements, and I have plenty of other troops I can build up that's not in Kentucky, so it's not that big of a loss because I'm going to be using all the cards I have anyway. Looks like I'm still planning on taking DC, so that's going to take casualties, it's going to take men, so that's really not an issue for me anymore. I still can't seem to take this division out. That's probably a mistake too. He's probably not going to come down here. He'd probably try to go for Richmond. Like if he has a force up the coastline, if it was me, there's two choices. I have to reinforce down here, or I have to take Richmond before my opponent takes DC. So that is my fear here. It looks like I outnumber him by a good bit here, and that means this is threatened. So I feel like he's got forces somewhere that I'm just not aware of. So anyway, I'm going in circles with this. I'll send this over to Tim, and we'll run the turn. Thanks.
All right, y'all. It's late August 62. He did what I thought he was going to do and more. And I'm a bit frustrated on how the turn went, given where my guys retreated to. So what am I talking about? So he did move up into Leesburg like I thought he did. I kind of expected him to get there before I did, but we got there before he did. There was a battle. Kearney actually fled to Harper's Ferry instead of back across the river towards where Hamilton was. So now I have a circumstance where I have two corps and they're totally separate from each other and not supporting each other, which is very frustrating. Moreover, he moved much further north than I thought he would. He went up to Frederick, Maryland, up here. Didn't engage in battle with my tiny little, what do you call it, division? Brigade? That's up here. So I'm going to pull him back here. I'm going to try and take advantage of my rail line here and move Kearney all the way around, get him back towards next to DC, and then I'm going to move Hamilton back towards DC. The reason being is that even though I'm going to have an advantage of the river crossing, where if he attacked me, he'd get that river crossing penalty, I mean, I only have, let's see here, what do I have here? 65, 65, so that's 13,000. Yeah, I've got maybe like 30,000 troops in this corps. He's got 100,000, as you'll see. So the river's not going to do much for me when I'm facing an opponent that has, more than half the number. So I don't even know how you get 100,000 troops. That's crazy. So let's go over the battle here. Yeah, so 98,065. So I've got 65,000 in Kearney, right? I think actually total. Yeah, because Hamilton showed up. He's got 100,000. So I want to say between what I have in reserve and in DC and what I'm bringing up, I probably have about 80,000. So I'm starting to get a little nervous about the numbers. I don't know where the extra troop number came from. I don't know how he has 100,000 troops in Virginia. I'm starting to wonder if I underestimated the number of troops I need to put in Virginia. But here's the problem. If I try to move troops from the west to the east, it's going to take me about 2.5 turns. So you're talking early October by the time I get those troops here. I don't have that much time. So I'm going to pull back, try and get my troops consolidated. He's going to have to go through this fort again, so it's going to slow him down. I'm going to, reconcentrate my forces here and then probably go back after him, and so we'll see how that goes. Back to that battle just really quick, since I didn't really dissect it for y'all. Shipping lanes brought out 114 money, so that's good. We're doing really well on the money. We fought for 4 hours. We lost 5,000 troops. So we're down to 60,000. And then he's down to about 91,000. So he definitely has the numbers on me. I am bringing troops forward every turn. So this number is a bit closer than it looks here. But what's concerning is he has a numerical advantage, which really should never be the case for the Confederacy, right? Like, you should always have the numerical advantage as the Union. Now notice we were on the defensive, so that means that we got there before he did. But nonetheless, he did win that battle. So, and now he's up here. So he went through Leesburg up to Frederick, Maryland. He's going to probably move down here to this fort next turn. That's what I would do. I have 1 corps. He's not quite sure what I have in D.C. probably, but he probably knows I don't have a whole lot. He's going to get the support of whatever he has here in Alexandria, and so it makes sense for him to attack down that way. On top of that, he's trying to tear up these rail lines here, which he'll probably accomplish, which will delay my opportunity to reinforce D.C., so I'm pushing what I can here to take care of these guys, and then if he does rip up the rail line, have a sufficient power to have a pretty good chance of repairing that rail line in 1 turn. So that's what's going on over here. I spent most of my money in the east on not only replacement chits, but then more troops. So probably what looks like on his end is like this is pretty empty, because he's probably spending everything on this. So I just need to survive a few more months, and then I think we'll be okay. Because if I'm struggling to keep these replacements up to par, right, like 383 for the line infantry, he is, because he's losing about the same number of troops as I am, if not more, every battle. And I'm able to not only keep up with this, but then put more troops into the production pool. So I think 63 will look very promising for us if we can survive that long. Now, over here in the east, this is challenging, right? Because I kind of want to take these two divisions and send them back east. I really do. But we're looking at a situation where it's going to take, let me just show you. Say I want to get him to DC. 44 days to get him back. I mean, that's kind of pointless, right? Because whatever support I needed in DC it's not useful. Now, I don't know why that... Yeah, that's right. So this here needs to be fixed, which it will be this turn. So I think I just need to roll the dice here and just like stick with my current plan, which is move Dix forward to here. And he'll support Grant. I'm going to move Gilbert down below Grant just to kind of give him the impression at least that I'm kind of trying to move on his flank. Because if I were him, I would take Forney and move him over here, right? And kind of set up this nice little defensive perimeter along the rail line for the Confederacy. And then I've got... I'm going to move a few guys here to Bowling Green, but not a whole lot. I do have Paducah with a division, and then I'm putting a redoubt here at Nashville. I also was tempted with the idea of moving Grant to the east, but the same thing, it's going to take him about 2.5 turns to get over there, and by then it might be too late. I'm going to think on that before I actually run the turn, but the thing is, who am I going to replace him with? Probably not even Buell. It's going to be, since I'm capped out on generals here, it's probably going to be Patterson. Where's he at? Yeah, you know, it is what it is. It's okay for defense, but I don't know. I need to think about it, right, and figure out if I need some Grant east to deal with Lee. Otherwise, sending Siegert over to the east to help train up, and then here's what the far west looks like. Not a whole lot going on. Got a division holding down my far west flank. Got 1,200 in Springfield. He is 1,300. And then over here, he did take Albuquerque back, which is fine. At a minimum, I was kind of hoping to impact his supply, although it doesn't look like it did much to his supply. I'm going to bring this guy forward, and then we should have enough force here to at least hold West San Miguel until I can make a move down here against Price. I pushed the Indians out of here, but now they're up here, and I'm just going to keep chasing them until they get destroyed because I have enough power here in eastern Arizona to hold right here. Which, I didn't realize, I can use one of my supply depot cards. Oh, I want to build there. Oh, I don't have the money. I can build a depot in eastern Arizona, which I probably will do next turn. Although, I feel like I'm getting enough of supply pushed from western Arizona to not have to worry about it. Yeah. Finally, last but not least, just rotating my ships in and out. So I got these guys rotating out on red, which will give me an opportunity to target some of these guys. And then I have Farragut moving in red with his own fleet into the shipping lanes, and I'm just going to keep doing that, rotating in and out until I take care of all of those raiders. Oh, and his fleet is still down in here with Forney. Tearing up these rail lines down here just to make it so he can't move west to east or reinforce up there by Nashville. And I'm going to pause the video, figure out if I need to move Grant over here, if it's worth it, and then we'll run the turn. Okay, so I decided to move Grant to the east, given the numerical advantage he has in the east, and I absolutely cannot lose DC. So we're going to move him to the east. It's going to take exactly 2 turns. So that should be fine, because it's going to take him at least a turn to take that fort out. I can then put the other, corps under his command by the time he gets there to at least defend his DC, if not attack. I'm going to have this one turn here where I'm vulnerable, right? Because I have Rosecrans, who is not a corps commander. Although, can I make him a corps? No, I don't think I'm making a corps commander. Because he's a 3-star. Oh, I forgot about that. Seniority. The 2-star. To figure this out, because he's a 3-star, right? Yeah, he's a 3-star. Seniority 11. All right, so he outranks him, so I can put him in charge here at Nashville, if need be. Yeah. All right, so I'm not going to have the best, army command in the world defending here, but his strategic rating does not matter for purposes of defense, right? Because he's going to activate every time. Now, his defensive rating obviously matters, but that's where I'm going to rely on my division commanders to defend. And I'm going to have 2 divisions here across the river. I'm going to have three more divisions south of Nashville, and then I'm going to have 3 divisions in Nashville. So I should be okay defensively if he tries to attack me. Man. The problem is if he moves his Forney across and he engages Gilbert this turn, Gilbert's going to be on his own because, Rosecrans is not connected to him right now. But it's a chance we need to take. DC's more important. Let's see what happens. I'm really frustrated. Like, I shouldn't be in this circumstance. And for some reason, Forney decided to flee to... Wow, he's got a lot of guys down there. He's got... That can't be right. 44-8, 44-8, and 1162. That can't be right. That's got to be like a glitch or something. My intel has to be wrong about Beauregard and whatever that other corps commander's name is. Interesting. There were no battles. Huh. Why is this guy... Why is he here? What the hell? What is going on here? Freaking game, dude. Alright, I don't know who that guy is. Iron Brigade, why he's here, but... Okay, so disconnect, reconnect. That'll put him under Fremont. Same thing. Under Fremont. Oh, is he too far outside the... Yeah, he's right outside of it. Alright, and then I need to get him down there. I don't know why he went up there. It's so weird. Okay. I'll have to figure this out. I'm surprised there weren't any battles in the east. Okay, so he's really trying to make sure Kearney doesn't get back. I'm a little confused on what he's up to. Oh, he's like really after Kearney. Let's send Kearney this way. He really wants Kearney, doesn't he? All right. And then where is Grant? Okay, so Grant's here. So what I'm going to have to do for a turn is pull McClellan back just one turn. Pull him back because he's a army commander, right? So if I detach Hamilton from McClellan here, or McDowell. Oh, wow, we got Meade, Doubleday, Pleasanton. Sweet. Got some really good generals that just popped, too. I'm feeling better about this. I really am. But yeah, we're going to pull McDowell back so that Grant can take over. Actually, these guys all need to go to Whipple. Send him that way. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna have to sort out what's going on over here. This is a mess. Got 16 guys here. Good lord, 16. I'm not sure what he's doing, to be honest with you. I mean, is he gonna have Longstreet jump across here? And they're gonna double back? I don't know. He's got 3 core. Nobody in Alexandria, which I find interesting. Oh, he's got Johnston down here. He only got 343 power. Huh. Maybe this is where we take advantage of Richmond being undefended. It's gonna be a little hard for him to get there because I tore up this rail line here. I'm gonna tear up this rail line. Yeah, let's think on that. I'll have to bring some transports back from my shipping lane, so it'll take me at least 2 turns to get into, well, yeah, 2 turns to get into Richmond. He's really trying to take out this core over here. But, all right. Let me go through the moves and explain what I think I'm going to do, and we'll go from there.